Welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be doing a video on ADA. I'm going to be going through the short term of ADA, the 15-minute time frame, the midterm, which is the 4-hour, and then a bit of the long term on the daily for you guys, right? At this point in time, I was looking at the 15-minute, which is the short term for ADA, right? I was looking at the 15-minute. We got this nice rising wedge here, and I saw an indication that we were going to come up, break this rising wedge, and test this major trend line that we've got going on the long term for ADA, right? And this is why I entered my position here. We came back, we closed just above this major trend line, and then we came down and we tested the bottom side of it. And this is when I entered my long, right? This is when I entered my long, and I'm looking at taking my profit at this volume weighted ATR band here. At this volume weighted ATR band here at around 1.96 there, right? That's the position that I've just entered for ADA because it's a nice measure move up from this rising wedge that we've got here, right? From this rising wedge here, we've got a nice measure move up. I don't think we're going to get all the way up to this resistance point at around 1.98 just yet. Let me explain on the midterm and the long term for that. But for the short term, for a nice little 5% scalp there, this is what I was looking at, and this is what I actually entered myself, right? At this point in time, on the short term, we did just get overbought for the RSI. And obviously, this is the 15-minute, not the hourly, as usual. We did get overbought for the RSI, so we are going to see some sort of retracement, and that's what we're seeing now. A bit of retracement in the price there. Nothing to worry about. We will come back up, as we are currently in. We have just, as we are currently in an uptrend on the MACD here, we do have this this high point to think about. So I do think we can actually get to this point or get just below it in terms of a horizontal resistance point on the MACD here, setting a lower high there because we are, as you can see, on the MACD quite far away. We're quite far away from a bearish crossover on the short term, right? So that's something to think about, right? I don't see us basically continuing down and coming back into this wedge and losing this major trend line that we've got going on here, right? That's kind of the short term. That's the trade that I just took, right? Just to give you guys a little insight on that. Let's move straight to the midterm for ADA. And this is the reason why I think this is a great buying opportunity for, in a sense, the long run, right? Look at this major trend line that we've got coming down from the RSI, from the all-time high, this point at the top here, which was around $2.4688. We have just crossed that. We've just crossed that on the 4-hour time frame. If we can hold this, for the next 2 hours and 52 minutes, we're going to be finishing over the 55 moving average, over the 21 moving average, and over this major level of support that we could find here. If we could find some nice support here, we could see a nice wave up to the upside for ADA, and that would be good because we do need it, right? We do need it. We have seen a lot of buying potential, right? A lot of buying potential from that crash that happened earlier, like yesterday, right? A lot of buying potential from there. In terms of percentages for that, right? In terms of percentages, in terms of recovery that we've seen, let's have a little go. Let's have a little go. I remember seeing a $1.88, absolutely crazy, right? We've actually come up near enough 100%, right? Nearly at $2, right? Very interesting stuff. Very good buy point because if we can find support on this line, we are going to progress to the upside from there. And we have all seen the buying potential over the last few weeks for ADA. It's just been ridiculous gains, right? Ridiculous gains. So we know this is most likely to recover, and we've got the confirmation of breaking this trend line, right? In terms of the RSI on the midterm for ADA at the moment, we're not oversold, we're not undersold, right? We're not overbought, we're not undersold, right? We're currently bang in the middle, so it could go either way, but at this point in time, I think we're over it. We are going to progress up, and we've got a long way to go in terms of buying power on the RSI to see any sort of major correction, right? So that gives me an inkling that we are going to close above this major trend line here, and we are going to head right the way up to this level of resistance here, and that's probably going to be at around $2.24. So get ready for a surge in ADA there. If we break that level of resistance, which we have done previously, as you can see here, and that's the volume weighted ATR band, a very good tool that I use for trading here, the next point is the all-time high to get through. The all-time high to get through is $2.46 there. We could do it. We could do it. ADA, very bullish on ADA here, and I do think we have the potential to see a new all-time high in the next coming few days or so. Obviously, depending on what Bitcoin does in terms of whether we're going straight into the bear market or whether we're not, or whether we're just scurrying around and this whole dump here was a massive trap, right? But as you can see on the MACD, straight to the MACD for the midterm, we're due a bullish crossover on the MACD, right? Due a bullish crossover on the MACD on the midterm. looking at this as a high, right? Looking at this as a high point here. So if we're looking to come anywhere near that, when we cross over, have a bullish crossover, we could be setting a higher low here. And that's an indication that we are going to come up to this point as well. So that's another sign that we are going to hold support on this trend line here, and we are going to progress to the upside, and we are going to hold the 55 moving average. And as you can see here, we do have a lot of momentum on the 55 moving average to the upside, right? A lot of momentum to the upside on the 55. So if we can hold that within the next 2 hours and 50 minutes, we are looking like a big surge, a massive surge up to this volume weighted ATR band there. And that is another reason on the MACD why I think we could get there. Probably setting a higher low here, and then probably having a bearish crossover, a little bit of a correction, and then another surge to the upside, probably setting another higher low there as well, right? Definitely things to think about when trading ADA today, and that is why I'm doing this video. Right, now, straight to the long term for ADA. Straight to the long term for ADA. As you can see, we have this dominant rising wedge for ADA that we have been in since April the 22nd, right? Or 21st, no, sorry, the 14th to the 15th of April there. We've started off this downtrend here for ADA, and then we've kind of progressed. I would have liked another touch to the top side here to make it a bit more confirmed, right? I would have liked another touch to the top side, but we do have two. We got two nice healthy, and we got a nice near enough 3 to 4 touches here on this rising wedge that we've got going here. We're just about to reclaim this rising wedge, and you know what that means? If we reclaim this rising wedge, we're likely to see some progression all the way up to the top side of this rising wedge, to this dominant trend line at the top. And look, we've only had 2 touches here, so that means we're basically due a touch here. We're due to actually find support on this lower side of this wedge and basically ride it up, right? That's what I'm looking for. That looks like a very good sell point for me in terms of a target around, obviously it's not going to be straight up, no parabolics here. I think we're probably going to ride it up gradually, and that basically puts us on a new all-time high of around $2.70. So in my opinion, I'm going to be getting in. I'm going to be hodling all the way to the top side of this wedge, and then I'm going to be managing my position, because if we can get a nice break on this top side of this wedge, we could be looking at a measure move. We could be looking at a measure move looking along the lines of something like this, right? Looking along the lines of something like this. Obviously, it's all depending on where we're going to break along this trend line, and if we can get to the top side of that measure move, it's going to be around a $3, $3.50, $3.50 ADA. Insane stuff there. Insane gains, right? That's why we're here. That's why I'm doing the video, to give you guys an insight on what gains you can make for ADA. In terms of the RSI right now, on the long term, we're not overbought, we're not oversold. We're just stagnant. We're in the middle. We're ready to progress to the upside, in my opinion, right? We're ready to progress to the upside. And look, we got this obvious trend line coming down here. Very obvious indeed. As you can see here, we do have a lot of buying momentum before we hit that. And that is an indication that we are going to come up again and test the top side of this wedge and see around a $2, $2.60, $2.50 ADA. New all-time high there. Very, very good stuff. In terms of downtrend right now, we do see a lower low here. We do see a lower high here. But as you can see, we will have some sort of trend coming down like that. So if we do see a reversal in the price, which is what we are seeing now on the long term, as you can see, we are having a bearish crossover on the MACD here, but that trend has got the support of this trend line on the bottom. So we know it's not going to last very long. We know it's probably just going to be a bit of consolidation around this trend line, a bit of consolidation around this this trend line on the midterm here as well. Because obviously you reference the time frames together, and then we're likely to see a bullish crossover again. We are seeing higher highs on the uptrends here for the long term for ADA here. But what I'm saying is, if we are going to see some sort of, well, we're seeing a bearish crossover now, but if we are going to see some sort of downtrend coming in through here, it's not going to be very big at all. It's going to be flaccid, as we say, right? That's kind of summing up for ADA. That's kind of my opinion on ADA, and I think we have some insane gains to make, and I'm insanely bullish on ADA. That's going to be the video, guys. If you want to, if you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Helps me out tremendously. Turn that thumbs up blue. And I do stream every single morning from Monday to Friday for around 2 hours. So jump on there with me on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss when I'm streaming. Hit that notification bell so you never miss one of my emergency uploads like I have done today for ADA. And then, yeah, we can trade together in the morning and build sort of a community, and you just request some coins, and I can do some TA for you there as well. I usually do my stream for around 1 hour to 2 hours every morning from Monday to Friday, and I will always do some sort of emergency update or potentially an alt gem video for you at around lunchtime, into like early afternoon sort of times, right? But yeah, if you like the video, hit that thumbs up, helps me out tremendously, and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. And I'd like to say thank you and peace out from me, Crypto Chester.